We are live. We are live. It is time for the tournament. Should be a good time. KSL, we're a little bit late to the party, but that's okay. Just updating Nightbot. As you do. Hey, welcome, Poriforion. Oh, man. Sinuses. Sinuses. Oh, Shameless no-showed, which means that Trigger gets the walkover. So we got some good matches set up here. Zound waiting on the winner of Shin and NIRC Go. Obviously, that's going to be Shin. Should be Shin. Trigger got a walkover over Shameless, who I guess no-showed. Rogue got a walkover over Triple. He'll be waiting on the winner of Classic and Rebellion. Rogue vs. Classic should be a banger. Why am I awake? Does this happen every week? I assume you mean... Oh, this happens every other week. Every other week. Yeah, why are you awake? You're up late. You're up very, very late. Maturino. Oh. Let's get the Maturino linked. There are coupon codes for this one, so... link to the... use the coupon code at the link to add 25 cents to the prize pool for free. There we go. That's updated. I think all the admin stuff is done. 8 ads? Damn, Iba getting owned. Money, 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 money. All right, we're cool. We're set up. Oh. Oh, gotta add exclamation Maturino and exclamation KSL. There we go. Oh, Team Liquid. Right. Commentary coverage of blah, 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 blah. The thing that I just copy-pasted. Hell yeah. But yeah, this does go pretty much every week. What are we looking at right now? I want YouTube. YouTubia. All right, live. View on YouTube. There we go. Cool. We're linked in, locked into YouTube. Locked in. Okay. So, welcome back, people from Adsland. So looking at things, I feel like we gotta go Rogue Classic, right? That's too good. That's too much of a banger. Too much of a banger. Assuming, of course, Classic wins his match. Is everybody back? We back from ads? Ad hell? You made it? Oh, hell yeah. You managed to not sleep through or not fall asleep during the ads? Admirable. Ha. See what I did there? No. Wow, wow, wow. Bum, 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 ba-da-da. Nice. Yeah, what are you doing still up? It's like 4:30 in the morning for you. Or is it 3:30 in the morning? That is a big difference, honestly. Honestly. Thank you for the follow. Plagued Village. That's not great. Nobody wants their village plagued. Plagued. Ooh, I gotta do my Duolingo. Forgot to do that. I still got an hour and a half. Oh, Heroverse Trigger coming up. Nice, nice. Oh, looks like Classic just got out of his game. My Duolingo app icon is beyond repair. The bird is not liking it. Yeah, the bird gets mad. The bird gets real cranky. You know what I'm saying? They do not muck about. Wait, celebrated? Feed? Celebrate. Okay. Well, I don't know. Wow, I can barely hear that. Oh. Ding ding. I'm just doing a cheeky one. I was falling asleep super hard, so I had myself a coffee to help wake up. Had it at like 9 o'clock. Doo-doo. Bam, bam. Wait, dead-eyed. Oh. All right. Yes, let's go. This is going to be a banger. Classic versus Rogue. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know how Jumi possibly did that. Oh, this is round of 8. Okay, let's get a prediction in there. Let's go. What I do for work outside of streaming? This is what I do. This is what I do right now. I have covered some main events for SE2. What do we have? Classic. Rogu. This is what I do. All right, here we go. Spawning down on the bottom right. It is Classic. Goddamn. Keyboard, what are you doing? And his opponent spawning up at the top left. It is Falcon's Rogue. In the red. Pretty poggers, as the kids say. Rogue still not embracing that 15 Overlord that is sweeping the European Zerg scene by storm. Just sweeping it. It's pretty cool, honestly. Honestly, it is neat. EU players win 3 extra minerals. Literally. I mean, it's more so the fact that isn't the big benefit that you like just can't get hatch blocked on many maps? Welcome, Matt. Welcome, welcome. I mean, I know that it is objectively, or well, supposedly objectively better. I have not seen the numbers. I haven't actually watched Lambo's video yet, but I mean, I believe him. He is the kind of player that will absolutely do his homework. Absolutely. And the larva syncs up? Yes, exactly, exactly. Yeah, if you go for like a 14 Overlord, God, it ruins your build. It is so bad to go for a 14 Overlord. Or, sorry, a 13 Overlord, 14 Hatch. It, like, ruins your build. You showed me the Way of Extractor trick. Were you doing the same thing they're doing now? It wasn't a year ago. It was pretty recent, I thought. When you tried the 15 Hatch, that was, like, quite recent, I thought. This is cute. Rogue hiding one of the lings, making Classic think that a ling has slipped across the map, and that may get him to not shade forward. Nice little mind game here from Rogue. The kind of thing that I actually do think Zerg should do more. Just preventing the Adept from crossing the map is a good move. Maybe when the Ghost River, etc. map pool came out. No, it was later than that. It was later than that. It was when... It was only a couple months ago. Oh, you just woke up, Matt? Oh, damn. Yo, it's super early for you. You believe Matt? I mean, I wouldn't believe me. I'm sus. Sus as hell. He's the prophet. Is Lemon a Protoss player? He actually used to be a Zerg. Experienced no success. And then, since playing Protoss, he's beaten Oliveira multiple times in professional matches. random turned Protoss. He was Zerg first. He was Zerg first. Oh, this is a nice little move from Rogue. 3 Lings getting on top of this Adept. That will be a dead Adept and a dead Probe. Maybe even a cancel on this Pylon. Oracle moved out as well. Yeah, that's a cancel on the Pylon too. And is that going to supply block Classic? No, I don't think so. Oh, Classic just canceled 2 Probes. You just can't... Was that to build these gases? I guess if he knew he was going to get supply blocked anyways. Rogue has been going for the early Ling melee. Wow. Early +1 melee quite often in this matchup these days. In fact, of all the, like, I don't know, the last, like, 4 or 5 matches of his that I've covered, I think he's gone +1 melee every time. You feel bad for Rogue? He is like... Oh, look at that. Wow, double Spore in the main. Oh, man. That's crazy. I thought he'd uninstall after losing to Rainer's Toss. Oh, he lost to Oh, my God. Okay, well, that was really bad from Classic right there. Okay, that wasn't so great from Rogue, though. Classic still comes out way worse off there. Yeah, Rogue just... His style has a hard limit. So ZVP is a tough matchup for Zerg. There's no doubt about it. But if you can control the late game army, you can still win it. If you cannot control the late game army, you will hit a point where if the game is even, you are dead. And it's not even that far into the game. That's, of course, assuming that the Protoss has decent, good late game. What is late game army? I'm talking about the super late game army where you have all the spellcasters. I think most Zerg's just all in now. I mean, Shin's doing just fine in current setup. We are seeing Rogue going for a lot of Roach Ling. Okay, yeah. He is going to be going for a German taxi. And I really think you have to. This kind of thing, I think it's going to be very good. This is a great little Ling run by. But Oracle's come back home. He grabs 3 probes. That's still pretty nice. Classic does have Blink and +1's about to complete as well. Ling's trying to come back home. The Stalker's a little bit over-committed here. Nice hold position micro on the Oracles, making sure they don't get too far forward. That was good for Rogue, though. 5 probes go down. He kills a decent number of Stalkers, and it's, I think, just Lings for that, yeah. Well, I say a decent number. Two is not a crazy amount, but it's pretty nice. Now, this is really interesting. I thought this was going to be German taxi. There's no detection. No vision. I mean, I guess there's no detection either, but that's irrelevant because there's no burrow. No vision. Oh, it is a German taxi, too. Wow, okay. Classic still thinks this is a normal macro play. He's taking a 4th Nexus. He's moving out with the Blink Stalkers. Okay, that was a bad Corrosive Bile. Hit a lot of his own Lings. But Lings in the main base. Ooh, that's a nicely warped in Stalker. It's going to help out a lot here. Hold position micro would have been amazing right there. Storm's not yet done. Oh my god, he's trapped his own High Templar. Finally moving the Stalkers there. One of the High Templar does go down. Roach is trying to get on top of the other 3. We'll be able to get a second one. Storm completes. I mean, Storm on Roaches. Basically 5 Roaches there. Not going to do the job. 21 probes have died. We will see this attack getting pushed back, though. And Classic's on 4 bases. Or he's about to be in, no time. He's going to get a cleanup on a lot of stuff. Despite the supplies, I actually think Classic's ahead right now. Crazy statement, I know. Now, he needs to not overextend right here. But I actually think this is not good for Rogue at all. Now, that doesn't mean it can't fall apart for Classic. And the fact that there's creep here is annoying. Also, he has not warped in any additional high... Oh, no, he has 2 High Templar. Energy recharge. Corrosive Biles. Okay, very bad dodge on that. Storms do come in. There's another storm available in a moment. Corrosive Biles. Oh, man, he just stands in them. Okay, well, Classic is really fumbling the defense after this. I wonder if Energy Recharge would have been better actually on the Oracles now that I think on it. Yes, actually, it would have. Probes are going to pull here. It's just mostly Ravagers. +2 weapons will now complete Stalkers. They're going to need to micro very nicely, but the Warpins are pretty good. Oracles do turn the Pulsar Beams back on, which is going to be very handy against the Lings. Lings are about to have +2 melee. Rogue's going to overwhelm him just barely. Energy recharge on the Oracles would be amazing on just one of them even. Classic. Oh, not able to run that one Stalker back. Shield Battery at the natural will be handy here. Classic is down 50 army supply. But as crazy as it sounds, if he can clean this up, if he can get a handle on this attack, he is still very much in... Wow, no, at this point, the supplies are getting really crazy. Yeah, we need to see energy recharge on the Oracle. Rogue is going to be at the very least able to kill this base off. He is macroing very cleanly behind this. When I'm macroing, I mean just rallying. Classic is in panic crisis mode. And he is not able to get the job done here. Probe's going to pull in. Rogue will manage to... He did knock Classic off balance heavily with that attack. Still no energy recharge being used. Classic is, not able to have the presence of mind to use that. Storm isn't that great if your army is small. Yeah, I think the first energy recharge should have been on the Oracle, and he would have been able to hold. And then he's just on 4 bases. But obviously that's tricky to make the right call. I had full vision and I made the wrong call, so... At least Rogue never scared to always Zerg. Love it. Yeah, I mean, he's a very aggressive player. Abyssal Reef going to be the map number 2. I legit thought Classic was going to be able to hold after that first... setup. You're disappointed with NA low-key. I mean, it's terrible to try and practice on there. With the servers as separated as they are, there's just no... You just don't get good practice on there. So, I mean, it's been forever since players have migrated to EU. And it's not like NA players can really go full-time either. Also, it didn't help that Parting bullied the NA server for like 3 years. And instead of getting... Like he basically deflated... He personally deflated the MMR. It was... Yeah, it was a weird one. It made for an entertaining stream, but it came at the cost of, I mean, NA players just in general. If I ladder now on an A, will I find games? Like at this time? Yeah, you will. But you'll probably find games with people... It depends what your MMR is. People with MMR way lower. There's still people playing on NA. It's just that all of the good players, like really good players, basically... Like North American players, that is, play on EU. And there's honestly not that many left, you know? Scarlet doesn't play much anymore. Neeb has obviously been retired for a while. Estrella is in Korea. Vindicta's part-time now. Dolan's still active. He plays on EU, though. Foxer plays on EU, mostly. Who else? It's just, more than anything, it is really difficult to get good practice on the ladder when one game you can have 25 ping, then the next game you can have 200 ping, then the next game you can have 80 ping, then the next game you can have 130 ping, then 20 ping, then 60 ping, then 130 ping. It's incredibly difficult to get into a flow state. Your best option is to block like all but one of the servers, but then you don't get a lot of players anyways. Singapore ping is awful. And yeah, I've blocked the servers, but it doesn't work. It does not work. Phoenix first out of Classic. Very interesting. Adepts do cancel their shades. Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. And like, I don't think EU players appreciate how Oh, this is really nice for Rogue. Ooh, Classic managed just to slip out of this round, but he's still going to lose this Adept. I don't think EU players realize how good they have it having just the one server that is always going to be the same ping consistently and it being ultra stable. It's really, really, really valuable in terms of consistency of practice. But yeah, the fact that NA East, Central, West, Brazil, Singapore, Australia can all be played from the same server is insane. Welcome, Fran. Hope you're doing well. Ping makes me more powerful, I think. Sometimes when I get used to playing with ping, and then I switch back to non-ping, I do get a big boost for a little while. But that's only if the frustration doesn't absolutely murk me. Oh. Interesting decision going back in here. These Adepts. Oh, that's a nice... No, it's not a nice wall for Rogue. Oh, man. Oh, boy. First Adept shot does shoot the Queen, which is really bad, but nice hold position right here on the one Adept. These Lings will not win the fight. The Queens will help, obviously. And he did need to occupy that. Did he lose any of the air units? No. Nice drone pull here from Rogue. Very... Man, that Queen positioning is goated. Good damage coming in from Classic. That was a lot of Adepts, but he also killed a lot of Lings here. Meanwhile, the Oracles and Phoenixes. Rogue retargeting the Spore onto the Oracles, but I wonder if it would have been better to shoot the Phoenix. Just that he can't keep doing that. I feel like I can think about my actions with the delay. Really? Maybe. Yeah, for me, it trips my brain up completely. And my brain is already slow and clunky to begin with, so tripping it up really is not good for it. Rogue, by the way, despite the fact that he built the Roach Warren here... Wait, did he change this wall? Yeah, he did. This is now a tight wall, for sure. Surely. Yeah, it is. It is. Despite the fact that he built the Roach Warren, he is going for the Hydra Den. And I think we are going to see Rogue getting very aggressive once again. Classic going for his same Blink +1 into Storm play that he debuted like 2 years ago to fantastic effect. That is a tight wall, and don't call me Shirley. Really nice creep spread from Rogue. Like, this is already at the halfway point. A lot of people don't realize how fast of a player Rogue is. He is super duper fast. Oh, let's see how long it takes him to start up Hydra speed. Classic. Doing the same build as the previous game. That's true, though, about the brain thing. Thanks for streaming again tonight. My pleasure, Crisper. I am definitely a little bit tuckered, but that's okay. I've just been tired in general. We are going to see a little bit of a flank coming in on top of this army. Hydra speed just now starting. Stalkers will be able to maneuver their way through here. But one Oracle goes down. This is already looking not great for Classic. If Rogue goes for it... Nah, Storm's already nearly done. And it's really hard to attack on Abyssal Reef. Abyssal bleh.
A creep tumor is under attack.
Had a period where I stopped hotkeying eggs just so I can think back with the game. I honestly think... I've been thinking about the kind of redundant actions. Not even redundant, but just like heavy action plays and the cost of that. And I feel like there is something to that. Oh, wow. Classic has a lot of energy on these High Templar. I thought he was going to morph in an Archon or something, but no. He just got like, what is that, 7 storms? Well, once this one High Templar that he just warped in gets up to it, yes, at minimum 7 storms. And he's got a bunch of High Templar that are already getting towards their second set of storms as well. Oh, Lurkers are out. The thing is, the Tempest transition was already underway. Oh, that was a really bad blink back. Classic getting caught super hard in the middle with these Stalkers. That was a very clunky little move. 9 Zerglings for 5 Stalkers. That's, well... I mean, clearly 9 is bigger than 5, so that's better for Classic, right? XD. That's some quarter pounder versus a third pounder logic right there. 6 Overlords being morphed into their Dropper Lord counterparts. If you don't hotkey, producing is super easy. That's true. Yeah. I think there is more thoughtfulness that can go into it. Because, yeah, sometimes hotkeying eggs is actually worse. Realistically... Yeah, like, let's say you plan for a big Ling run-by. You can set up for it by rallying 20 Lings to a specific location and then going back to a normal rally. I was going to say, and that's one of the advantages where playing Terran, or, well, specifically Terran, I would say, can actually be better. Because then you don't, you think more about where you're rallying your eggs, or your larvae to. No, your eggs. These Lings shouldn't get anything done. The SimCity is too good. This is a really nice SimCity, actually, from Classic. Here comes a monster Doom drop into the main base. This would have been amazing if it got in like 10 seconds earlier. He maybe could have depowered all 3 carriers from being finished. He will kill the Twilight Council and the +3 weapons, which is very good. That is going to hard reset the ground upgrades. And by hard reset, I mean like it's going to be a long time before they can start up. Oh, Storm's trying to protect the Tempest. There's a lot of Storms available. Good spread on the Corruptors, though. Oh, man, but... I mean, the Stalkers and Storms are still just going to kill all the Corruptors. That last one does survive. Okay, that was very bad for Rogue. That was incredibly bad for Rogue. Oh, it's easy to think that Storm doesn't do much. Corruptors are good, but I don't know, Kev. Oh. I mean, this trash map just should never have made it in. Let's be honest. We shouldn't. This game shouldn't even be being played right now. Abyssal Reef does not belong in current map pool. No offense to the map creator. For its time, it was fine. It was not. It was bad even for its time. I'll never forget Scarlet playing Protoss versus Optimus. I love that he goes in with all 6 Dropper Lords just to drop 1 Lurker off. And it's actually kind of not bad. I'll never forget Scarlet going 5 base, free, like straight 5 base versus as Protoss versus Optimus and just rushing carriers. And it working like super, super well. Hey, think of the raid, Cyan SC2. Not to be confused with Cyan SC2. Who is now Lancer, by the way. We do... Ooh, this is kind of cute. Rogue trying a little bit of spell casting shenanigans. I never also completed my thought, but what I mean by super late game army is like Broodlord, Corruptor, Viper, Infester. Oh, can you get the mothership? Just kill it. Just kill it. Nope. Oh, I don't... Can you get the mothership? He'll get some carriers. Kills the Nexus. Okay, that went much better for Rogue. Still, the air army is very big for Classic still. 6 carriers. Only 2 Tempests, though. Storm does whiff. Nice retreat. Oh, that's a very nice retreat, Nidus. Lings on the 5th base. They do have Adrenal and +1 melee. We'll find a couple probes. Oh, cute little burrow, but that was underneath everything. So, unlike Dark's burrow play, where he's like sneaky about it and he splits his lings up a whole bunch, Rogue kind of does it like while his opponent is staring him in the face. There's a temptation to storm those, and I wouldn't hate it. Oh, that Nidus Worm was optimistic. Rogue is maxed out, is building a bank, has 1/1 air, and is about to finish up +2 attack. He does have a 6th base done, but it's not mining yet. Rogue is doing very well in this game, but he's not won yet, despite everything going very well for him. Gonna find a bunch of static defense here on this 4th base. The storms there were... Well, it was a little bit overkill, I think. I still think Classic is in a very winnable position in this game. But Rogue has definitely got the initiative. Where is the Observer? Oh, is he gonna see this? Okay, there we go. He's finally going to reveal these lings.
Vespene Geyser exhausted.
Oh, that is a huge lurker drop into the main base. Surely Classic. Well, okay, what's going to happen here? Hydra's trying to come in on the 4th once again. Natural was never rebuilt. This is just going to be a lot of dead lurkers, but how much damage do they get in the meanwhile? Oh, nice spread from Classic on the Archons and Immortals, and the answer is they get just about nothing. Wow. I am a lurker denier, and even I thought they'd do more there. Ooh. I think Tempest Carrier is a good combo. I think just Tempest. Carriers are just cool, too. They're so powerful with the upgrades. But yeah, Tempest, I think, are theoretically stronger. God, the fact that The fact that he keeps dropping the Nidus Worm here. The bank of Rogue is now gone. Oh, does he get all... Yeah, he gets the charge lots, or the changelings, I should say. Classic only on 50 probes, which means his army is gigantic and so strong. Rogue still has 2 Vipers. Has he lost any in this game? Nice little concave of lurkers. Oh, jump on top of the Tempest on the backside. We'll be able to abduct one of them in, getting a carrier as well, and 2 more. Classic, not... Where are the High Templar? He's got 4 High Templars somewhere. Okay, well, they were too far back, but they're full energy. That is the abducts used, and one of the Vipers dead. Energy will start being reabsorbed here. I think Classic's army can maybe just barrel right through Rogue. Rogue did finish up his 3-2 air. There are some Spore Crawlers here, but it's not enough. It's enough to discourage, not enough to stop. Do we have any... Oh, we got a counterattack on the other side of the map. Ling's getting into the main base. Classic warping in just a piecemeal number of Zerglings, or of Zealots. Not going to be able to do anything there. The Archon count is so high, but he's got to be careful. He's running into Lurkers. Those are very important to keep the carriers and Tempest safe. Classic is... he's going to be able to knock out one of his opponent's newest bases, but he could have done that before. Oh, wow, that Hydra Egg actually survived. Could have done that before the Ling counterattack got into his main. Rogue is outmining his opponent pretty nicely here, and is about to potentially kill all of these gateways. Rogue should be killing this Templar Archives 100%. Classic is rebuilding the Stargates. Oh, this one lurker on the bottom side. Classic's sending his entire army to deal with just a handful of Lings in the main. Oh, this is... Wow, this is really not great from Classic, I gotta say. Now he recalls, like... Jeez, this is... Classic is crumbling a little bit. To be fair, Rogue is really up in his business. Classic is a patient man. Yeah. Rogue does have a nice changeling here. Spotting pretty much the whole army. I mean, I know that... Oh, looks like the Lings do get this base on the left side. Yeah, Classic's not... I'm not a big fan of how he's playing this out. Not a big fan. If he's gonna wait till he's, like, more maxed out, he should probably get on supply block. Oh, we do see Rogue adding on Infestors. Rogue has had time to not just finish up 3-2 air, but now get the final air upgrade. He is now on 3-3 for his air. And no Neural Parasite. Which actually, if there's no Neural Parasite, the fungal growths, I mean, they're not going to be the most effective. Oh, Broodlords. Rogue is going for that super, super late game army. He's resecured this base on the right side. He was very wise to give it up earlier, not fight for it. But I am... Oh my god. Now we're getting Changeling blocked on a ramp. Ling... Oh, Lurkers on the bottom side. One more volley and they would have denied this base, but he wanted to save the Lurkers. I mean, I guess he'll get out with a lot of them. They get massaged to death. The fact that Classic has not yet killed these Dropper Lords, it irks me a lot more than I care to say. I know Rogue is putting an insane amount of pressure on, but like... Yeah. Changeling still in amongst the army. He got all but one of them. And you only need one to have the vision there. Classic struggling to kill his own probe. Oh, Nope, there's still a changeling here. It is going to expire. God, Rogue is playing really, really well. Classic... Rogue is playing really, really well. Fungal Growth going to come in. Will catch just 2 Void Rays. The Tempests. Do we have any oracles here? Did he make an oracle at any point? He's got one. There we go. There's the Revelation. Now the Tempest can start pouncing. Oh, moving forward with the Broodlords is a choice when your opponent has Revelation on you. Surely Rogue's going to notice that there's no Neural Parasite, right? Is he just looking at Fungal Growth, the Tempest, lock them down so the Corruptors can jump or the Vipers can abduct? There's the Fungal. But no follow-through. Spores are moving forward, but there's no Tectonic Destabilizer, so he can't just blast down the Spores. He just has to kill them no. Yeah, he's still one-shotting them. He doesn't even need it. He doesn't even need Tectonic Destabilizers because of the HP nerf. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, wow, oh my God, the High Templar, what are they doing? He knew the Lurkers were there. Okay. Some of this unit control is struggling, but Classic's bank is bigger. He's trading better, but he does lose the base. Fungal Growth lands again. Parasitic Bomb. Oh, that's a huge Fungal Parabomb combo. But a good spread. And it's on a Tempest, which was split away. Fungal Growth does pitiful damage to capital ships like this. Even before the damage nerf, it was never the answer. It was the fact that it locked down the units and it made Parasitic Bomb super strong. Rogue has used up all of his gas bank. Classic is now on 12 Archons. I will say not having Neural Parasite. I would really like to see Neural Parasite, if for nothing else than the opportunity it can present. And Neural Parasiting the Archons underneath the army would also be an amazing move with how Classic has been moving his army around. Like, Archons are good against Corruptors when they clump up. They're also really good against Carriers and Tempest and Void Rays when those units clump up. +3 air armor going to complete. That will make it 3-3-1 for the air. Ling's going to come in on the bottom side. They are 3-3 Cracklings now. Unfortunately, they're still not able to kill a solitary shield battery because of some really good positioning on the SimCity from Classic. Now, Classic has rebuilt the Nexus, and he's double expanding behind this. Rogue, he is up to his 7th base. He's starting to rebuild a gas bank. And once again, he's been outmining his opponent by a lot. But, well, Classic has retained his army quite well. A lot of static defenses on the bottom side. Classic just knows that, well, he knows that his army is very strong. Broodlord's on the right side. Oh, is Classic going to move everything over here? There are some Archons on the left. This is very dangerous. Like, 6 Broodlords isn't a crazy amount, but it's a lot of money. What is that? 300 minerals, 250 gas per? 1,800 minerals, 1,250 gas? It's expensive. No, sorry. That's more than 1,200. 1,500. I was going to say 1,500. 1,800, 1,500. You don't want to just throw that away, especially when that's more than your gas bank. Killing this Nexus doesn't really move the needle at all, but killing the static defenses is kind of nice, I guess. Yeah, Classic is just, he is very patient in this game. And he knows He knows he's chilling. Rogue is struggling to find an opening. Oh, lurkers on the left, on the right side are going to be able to find some of the static defenses and will be able to depower at least one of the Stargates for now. Ultralisk popping out into the main base. Chitinous plating is done and anabolic synthesis. Still no neural. I legit can't think of a reason not to get neural. Other than you just forgot. I will say once again, the changeling usage. Fantastic. Best in the world. Recall in on the right side. He's just happy to kill off a lurker and a Nidus Wormhead. But a lot of people... Oh, this is misplaced. Yes, it is. Doesn't matter. What a lot of people don't realize is that players like Clem, before they became the Wunderkins that we now know, they... Oh, that's a dead Templar. Revelation will tag these lurkers. And he is going to get one Stargate. He's going to lose a lot of units for this. Probably could have not used the Oracle energy here, but he's got so much, it's fine. God. I really love PvZ these days. Hey, we remembered Neural at almost 29 minutes into the game. That is actually huge. Is there any upgrade he hasn't researched yet? What has he not researched? He's got the Hydra Den. He's got... Wait, he's got both Lurker upgrades. Oh, he hasn't gotten Hydra Dash yet. Is that the only upgrade he doesn't have? What other upgrades? Ling Speed, Adrenal, both done. Both Ultralisk upgrades done. Both Lurker upgrades done. The first two Hydra upgrades done. He did not get Roach Speed. Okay, he never got Roach Speed. True. No Baneling Speed either. Good call, good call. Yeah, no Baneling Nest on the map. You wouldn't want one in a game like this. Oh, Fungal Growth. He is engaging before Neural's done. He's got a lot of Ultras. There's no Immortals. Microbial Shroud going to come in. Oh my god, he's diving on top of the army. There's so many Archons, though. Is this the right call? Apparently, yes. Wow, classic. Loses everything, and GG is called. Damn. There was no good answer to the Ultras. I mean, it helps that Rogue was just like watching his opponent's army basically non-stop in this game. Damn, the Ultras just came in out of nowhere. Fungal Growths were pretty much nullified. Damn. I did not expect this to go the way that it did. The Archons had a moment. Did he have... He only had... No, he did get +3. The Archons had a moment to splash, like, all the Corruptors. And if he'd done that, this fight goes drastically differently. Man, look at the bank of Classic. I mean, the Archons did have a chance of killing the Corruptors. Classic... Look at this. I don't blame him for focusing on the feedbacks. But 4+3 Archons against this set of Corruptors. So this is all Overseers on the bottom side. Every single Corruptor is like if he... Okay. If he grabs these Archons and clicks here... These Corruptors go bye-bye. Honestly, 50 Stalkers would have won this fight. I mean, if you get all the feedbacks on the Infestors... Technically, yes. It is kind of weird that Classic didn't even attempt to remax. But I guess he was going to lose all this infrastructure as well. Yeah, this comp was incredibly troll. But I think not microing is the more troll. Or, well, actually, sorry, it's not fair to say not microing. Microing as incorrectly as he did. Rogue did get a good jump. But it feels like Classic was just waiting to die in that game for like the whole game. Yeah, that was weird. Maybe didn't see the corruptors coming from below until it was too late. Entirely possible. Entirely possible. Well done from Rogue. Well done from Rogu. Yeah, that was surprising. I gotta say. This is why it's called a strategy game. Bum, 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 bum. You mean playing like this, this like an FPS for the past 20 years is incorrect? No, I think it's the right way. I think that's the right way to play it. Rogue played a much better late game. The thing is, I really do feel like I've seen Classic play much better late games than that, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it felt like Classic had a fair number of opportunities to get something done. I'm definitely being very critical of Classic, but I don't know. For right now, it's a little bit hard for me not to be critical. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, you do have to give credit to Rogue, though. Like, Rogue was very aggressive and was keeping Classic off balance. The thing is, it never felt like Classic was at risk of losing the game. It was kind of weird, his army movement and stalling. It felt strange. It felt strange. Didn't Classic defeat Raynor or Serral with 5 robos in ESL offline? I don't think it was Serral or Raynor. He pioneered the 5 robo against a Terran. Don't remember who it was. But I don't know if someone if one of the pros thinks or thinks there's more to it. Thank you very much, Arnie4, for the Prime resub at 15 months. I'm going to run a couple minutes of ads. Yeah, I don't know. Eba, Thermi, what do we think? Maples. Thank you very much, Low Elo Nobody, for the Prime resub to 5 months. Thank you, thank you. ZVZ next. Most likely. Korbuki, where are you? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been hit by, you've been struck by a car. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm just surprised that Classic just stayed home as much as he did. Dark is about to beat Lemon, I think. Dark just got a great defensive fight. I would really love to see what a player like Neeb could do in PvZ on the current patch. I'd be really, really curious. Ooh, Shin Hero. Game numero dos. I think we'll wait for Dark Rogue. Neeb would be making bank this patch. I think so. I think he'd be very, very good. I wonder how his PvT would look, though. I mean, his PvP was always very good. His PvZ was best late game in the world for a very long time, I feel like. I legit wonder if anyone would beat Prime Neeb. I feel like even Neeb versus Serral, if we're talking Prime Neeb, would probably have like a 70% win rate versus Serral on this match pool, or patch. It would depend a lot on the maps, because right now we have 3 maps that are not real on the ladder. And at least Abyssal Reef would be very good for Protoss, I think. Thing is, Serral is so good. It's hard to even say that. Neeb PvZ best ever? I think Neeb late game. Neeb retired a long time ago. That's what I'm saying, Maples, right? Like, I don't think Max Pack's got figured out at all. I think he's a little too predictable. But no, he's definitely not figured out. Defo not. But yeah, Rogue, I feel like Rogue won that game more than anything with like an overwhelming vision advantage. Like he had so much more information about Classic's army than even Classic did at times, is what it felt like. Like it just didn't seem fair, the information disparity. Dark is like 2 Roach Hydra armies right now. It's very weird. Dark has actually been making a new Hydra lunge ability look quite good. Never finished the Wunderkind story. I can't sleep like this. Well, that's the trick. That's how I keep you locked into the stream. I just never finish my story. What was the start of it? The Wunderkind? It's a Wunderkind. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Steadfast ecosystem too strong? Classic looked lost even when he was a little ahead. I think he was more than... Oh, before Clem became the Wunderkind that he is today. Yeah, he was just a player. He was just a player. You know? Very good at a very young age. A lot of promise. But he wasn't some unbeatable juggernaut that we think of now. And so somebody even from chat was able to, you know, beat him way back in the day. Everybody starts from, you know, the bottom. You work your way up. Imagine if Clem had, you know, thrown in the towel long ago. Matt is the dude. Every time someone mentions me, this guy in the chat, Matt_EU. It's him. He's him. Steadfast greater than Apple. My ecosystem is too strong. Did I beat Tim Apple somewhere? Is it me? Am I Tim Apple? Or is Tim Apple the friends we made along the way? Dark playing like pure ground right now. He's such a baller. Oh, damn. So we're just looking at the Dark versus Lemon game. And it seems as though it is finally about to come to the conclusion. I thought it was gonna happen for a while, but I think we're finally getting there. Finalement. Finalement. Okay, so I may end the stream a little bit early. You're locking in strategies greater than apples. True. I think Dark is a secret masochist. No, No, if anything, he's definitely a sadist. He's a mentalist. Is what Dark is. He likes when his opponents taste defeat. It's not enough that his opponents know defeat. They must taste it. They have to understand. They have to savor the flavors. Dark makes his opponents truly feel defeat. He is a mind terrorist is a good way of describing it. Okay, Dark does ultimately take this one down. And it will be Dark versus Rogue. God, that's going to be fun. Rogue is like maybe the only player in the world, by the way, that I feel like actually was able to get into Dark's head. Yeah, exactly, Jeff Bezos. And he makes it work is the crazy thing. If he just did it and it lost all the time, to be like, okay, why are you doing this? But he makes it work on a consistent basis. Like, a bizarrely consistent basis. Actually, maybe Cyril. No one's gotten into Dark's head the way that Rogue has, I think. Even still, they're actually quite close historically. Rogue does have the edge, though. In matches, it's close. It's only 22-19 in favor of Rogue, but games is 71-53, which is a decent bit more. Should probably teach these guys your ZVZ builds. He likes to deny the people the satisfaction of good fights. That is a really, yeah. Both what Giant Orange is saying and what Monkey Funkle is saying is correct. His goal is for someone to say, how did I lose? Or that makes no sense. Hero is the only player who has Dark's number. Even then, there are times where Dark has done to Hero mental damage. To the point where if any of those losses had happened to me, there'd be a hole in my desk. I'm not saying I would smash the desk. I mean, I'm saying I would smash through it. I'm not that strong. I'm reasonably strong. But the amount of rage and fury would be too much. It would be just too much. All right, we're going to run 2 minutes of ads, and we'll get into the second semifinal because Hero and Shin are already going at it. I do think Dark and Hero have maybe the most entertaining series of like any two players. It used to be that Cure and looks like Shin and Hero are going to game 3. Used to be that Cure and Zest had phenomenal matches against each other. Phenomenal. But Zest went to military and unfortunately never returned. Unfortunately. Reminder, by the way, that you can go to the Matcherino and utilize the coupon code. Yeah, Zest is still, like, insanely high on the, like, all-time win list for ESL Open Cups. Even though he retired, like, halfway through. Like, when was the last one that he won? Yeah, he's, what is he, 8th? 8th in terms of wins? And I think he retired less than halfway through. The fact that Clem got to 100 wins even is actually really cool. It really sucks that they're probably done forever at this point, to be honest. They're probably never coming back. Sadly, very sadly. All right, let's get into game here. He's also the last player to win the Olima League before it came back recently. Oh, that's kind of a cool fact. All right, spawning down on the bottom left. It is Dark. In the blue. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right. Going for a 13-12. It is Rogue. In the red. Hang on. He's not building any drones. Oh my god. It's a fake hatchery. Yo. I was like, why is he not building drones? Oh my god. The new hotness just dropped. The new mind game hotness from Rogue has just dropped. 13. This was not 12-11. This was 13-12. This is a build from 2021. It's just a Ling Flood, right? It's literally just a Ling Flood. It's kind of hilarious. It's very clever. So the Lings... Yeah, he should know that he can get away with all of these Lings. God, he still hasn't built an Overlord. The only tell right now for Dark will be the lack of an Overlord. If he sees it. But this is the kind of thing that works on this map specifically. And it's going to be difficult for Dark to hold. We'll say that. Oh my god, and he transfers drones to the natural. He will see no queen starting up. But look at this. Oh, he starts one. Oh, and the hatchery starts wiggling. However, Dark should know. Oh, he's building extra Ovi. Well, no, he shouldn't. He could have seen that the hatchery was wiggling more. Now we're going to have Lings coming across the map. No Lings were produced for Dark. Okay, we need spines. Queen gets into the pocket, but it's going to be a full surround and a ton of surface area on this. Drone's trying to save it. Not going to happen. I think Dark... I mean, Ling speed still not done, of course. Drones are going to need to be microed. They're not being microed super well yet from Dark. He's trying to mineral walk back through, but that means the Lings get through for Rogue. Queen is surrounded, but the drones of Dark are actually doing work. Oh, man, and the Queen survives. Okay, I think Dark is held. Now, this Queen needs to be surrounded at a moment's notice. Ling speed not yet done, and that's going to be a dead Queen. Never mind. Never mind, I think... Oh, Ling speed doesn't finish in time. Dark. He should have pulled back up to the high ground, and instead he does it, and now Rogue takes the game just like that. If the Queen pulled back up to the high ground, the drones as well, I think he was fine. I think he was totally fine. That is a painful loss for Dark, but a very cheeky build order from Rogue. And that's getting in your opponent's head. 101. That's getting into it. And also getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Wah 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 wah. Looks like Shin and Hero are pretty even in game number 3 of their series. Probably like it better in a best of 5, but I like surprises. Probably the best at build selection. I think he's the best at playing a best of 5 or best of 7. Probably better than anyone. Hey, thank you, Low Elo Nobody, for the gifted sub to Maples. I am so sorry. I did not even notice. I think Shin is going to be the real dark horse in the next tournament. I think a lot of people are going to be looking at him. He's always been very good. All right, here we go. Spawning up the top left. It is Dark. In the blue, getting bamboozled by this man. In the bottom right for Team Falcons, it's Rogue. In the red. And this time it's just a standard hatch gas pool. Only Cyril is the clear favorite. I mean, Clem's a favorite too, for sure. For sure. I would say Clem is probably the favorite over Cyril at this point. And Clem has not had to face, for example, Maru in an elimination situation in a big tournament in a while. When is the last time he faced Maru, actually? Clem, that is. I'm not even sure. Raynor at his best is also an incredibly good match for Clem. Incredibly good. Clem could play toss. I don't think his PVT is there yet to beat Maru. Not saying he couldn't. I'm saying I don't think it would be his best option. So against Gumiho, it makes sense. Gumiho, who doesn't have that crazy TVP. But Maru's TVP is extremely good. Gumiho's is good. And I think people overrate it as a weakness matchup. I think he's still very good at TVP. But Maru is elite at TVP. I do still think Clem is the best. How would I put Maru as number 2? Now, probably Beyond, actually. We're going to see an Evo chamber at the front from Rogue. It will be a 3-hatch opener. Dark? Wonder if he's going to get aggressive with the Ling Bane. Not surprising to not like TVT. Yeah, you never know what Maru's form is looking like. Oh, a little bit late on the Ling speed there. Rogue is going to be opening up Carapace. Ooh, that's a good scout for Dark, seeing that Evo and seeing it wiggling too. That's not a full wall. But he can plug it with a Queen. Roach Warren starts up. He initially accidentally built a Baneling nest. Dark going to be building a ton of Lings. And a sneaky Bane morph on the right. Rogue. Oh, this is going to be tough to handle. He needs that Queen in the wall. It's not actually there. He wanted to let the Lings get back in. Baneley's coming in from the right. Oh, this could be very scary for Rogue. Roaches are in production. They're halfway done. Ling's going to get in on top of the Queens. The Banelings are going to be a problem here. Oh, is there a Baneling flank ready to go? Not yet. Queen's trying to target down that one Bane to get one, but the other Bane is huge. Dark getting a lot of work done there. He's going to be able to find all 3 Queens. Jumps on top of the Queens at the 3rd. Baneling needs to be targeted. He will get it. Good job from Rogue. That could have been a devastating Baneling connection. Oh, Rogue really trying to get that last Bane. Oh, nice control from Dark, though. Keeps it at bay. Recognizing that it was being targeted, that allows the Lings more free hand against the Roaches. But Rogue will ultimately hold. However, Dark... Oh, he's actually still got a little bit more he can do here. Carapace, though, is going to complete, and that's going to swing the Ling fights in the favor of Rogue. Dark fired up the +1 melee. Oh, he sees that Carapace is done and switches to... Or, sorry, +1 missile. Sees that Carapace is done and switches to melee. My brain jumped a step. I love actually playing TVT, but only because I've played a very, very small amount of it, I bet. Dark building a lot of OVs here. Both players droning up a little bit, but not a significant amount, not a massive amount. This is funny. There's 2 gaps in the wall here. Very, very interesting to see. Now, Rogue could have added on +1 missile. He's only just now getting up to a 2nd gas. So he's pretty gas-starved. Both players kind of sneaking their drone counts up here. Cute little counterattack getting set up by Rogue on the left side. But Dark, well, he's got an Overlord that's going to be well-positioned. Well, single Ling being sent in here. Rogue wants to know what the drone count of his opponent's 3rd is to know... Well, they're both very much in the dark right now. Oh. Just out of vision here. +1 melee going to complete for Dark in a moment. With no Banelings for... Oh my god, that's a lot of Banes. Meanwhile, the Ling counterattack going to try and come in here. Will find a Queen. Did he get a drone? I don't think so. No, but getting that Queen is very nice. This is so much Baneling. So many Banelings tasteless. A lot more roaches for Rogue, and he's got the Carapace, which is handy. Baneling's going to try and find big clumps of roaches. They will keep the Lings of his opponent at bay, which means it's Ling, Roach, Bane against just roaches. But now as the Banelings disappear, Rogue is going to be able to sweep back in, and now he's the one with the advantage in this skirmish. I think Dark shot his shot, and it was not enough. Oh, but these Lings on the right side... +1 melee going to help out a lot, but of course the Carapace nullifying it, so it's just Lings versus Roaches straight up. Missile will complete in a moment, though, and there's no Carapace for Dark, which means his Lings will lose value very quickly. As they're now going to be getting two-shotted by Rogue's Roaches. And the drone counts are even, but that was a very good defensive fight for Rogue. Excellent split. Look at that. 86 Lings dying. Of course, the melee versus Carapace is even upgrades as well. Even Stevens. Oh. Oh, this one little squad on the right side... I mean, I guess the Roaches with +1 melee, you don't want to kill that with just the Lings. It's going to take a lot of Lings to get it. He will get it now. Nah, it's still okay for Dark to go after this. But these 2 Roaches are going to be forfeit, surely. Very scrappy setup. Neither player wanting to drone out of this. Would love to see the Ravagers just go after Overlords right now. Oh, that actually did kill that Ovi. I thought I was going to slip away. Rogue is going to start up a layer here. Ooh, Banelings moving forward. They did leave the Roaches exposed. Corrosive Biles do connect on one of the Roaches. Is it Rogue who's now going too deep? I might be. Dark is going to be pulling drones here. It's just Ravagers for the most part, but a lot of drones are going to fall, which is not great for Dark, and the Lings are still continuing to rally in for Rogue. I think Rogue has done it just barely by the skin of his teeth. A scrappy as hell game, but Rogue gets the 2-0. Bing pot. Well done. Fun question. Has Clem produced more or less than 1 million Marines in all of his SC2 career? Does that include practice games? Or ladder games? Yeah. Because if it's just professional games, the answer is absolutely no. If it's every SC2 game he's ever played, almost definitely yes. Almost definitely yes. Very well done from Rogue, by the way. And it is going to be Rogue versus Hero. Thank you, Packwalm, for the Prime subby. Thank you. Genuinely be shocked if it's less than 3 million, to be honest. So at 40k games, that would be an average of... The thing is, you won't make a bunch of Marines in every game. But 40,000 would only need to be, what, 25 Marines per game on average, right? And any game that basically gets past, like, the 8-minute mark where you're playing bio, you're going to make 25 Marines. Right? 40,000 divided by... Or a million divided by 40... 20... Divided by 25. Yeah, 40,000. Yeah. Probably games where he makes, like, 500 Marines. 100 Marines seems high, no? Maybe that's right. I'm not sure. There's all the metas you go through, though. Yeah, that's very true. Very true. I'd say probably 50 plus on average is a pretty good number. Because in TVP, you definitely will make a lot of Marines, but you will switch into Marauders after a while. And you won't keep making Marines necessarily in crazy numbers. In TVZ, you'll definitely make a lot of Marines. Oh, jeez. Oh, Cyril's definitely made a million lings, for sure. Yeah, almost for sure. All right, here we go. Spawning down on the bottom right, it is Rogue. Getting hatch blocked, and his opponent spawning up the top left, it is Hero for Weibo Gaming. Cyril's likely made 10 million plus lings. I don't know if he's played as many games as Clem. I'm not sure. Cyril wasn't really full-time until like 2016 or 2017, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. If Cyril has made 1 million lings, then Bly has made 2 million. Bly didn't make lings in a lot of his games, though. A lot of games, he made Roach. And remember that a lot of his games didn't go long. Many of them did. But many of his games ended with, like, 2-base Swarm Host, 1-base Proxy Hatch Roach, 1-base Roach Ravager, 2-base Roach Ravager. Yeah. Back of the envelope calculation at 5 games per day, 300 days a year, 10 years career, it's 15K games. Yeah, but it's going to be more than 5 games a day. We're looking at it minimum double or triple that. Probably more. The real question we should ask is if Clem's made more Zealots than most Protoss pros. I don't think that that's the case. 20K games equals 10 million lings. How many lings are we thinking again? It also depends, yeah, like what your style is. Because, yeah, for example, like Bly, while he played Mutiling Bane a lot in ZVT, he also played a lot of Roach. He also played a lot of Roach Infestor, like 200K games equals... Okay, I was going to say 20K games for 10 million lings seems really low. 200K games? 200K games would be a lot. That would be a lot of games. I wonder how many lings I've made in the history of my my stuff. Because I've played a lot of games, but I'm not sure exactly how many it is. Rogue spreading creep from the main. I'm always a big fan of that. Either actually, he's doing both. He's spreading from the third and towards... I think Cuckoo played 10K games in a year. That is a lot. 200K games, you need 50 games a day for 10 years. Too much? Yeah, you would. Yeah. If even 15 of those go to macro games. What about Printf? I don't think Printf played that many games. The new question is, how far will Steadfast go as a Protoss main? It's a good question. If I learn build orders, it will certainly help. Hey, welcome Quagmire 2K2. We do see Hero going into Blink with no Forge. Very... Oh, wow. This is going to be an all-in, isn't it? Is it? Oh, a Depth Shade forward into the natural. Hero putting on a lot of pressure. Rogue with the... Oh. He's struggling to get on top of this. This small Adept pressure has really caught Rogue with his pants down. You cancel the shades? No, he's going to let them finish. Man, only 4 drones going down, but a lot of lost mining time. Like a ton. Quite a few lings. We're going to get that last drone? Not quite. 19 lings, 5 drones, and so much lost mining time. Look at that income advantage spike. Oh, baby. Lost mining time might be the biggest impact of this. Oh, Rogue did have an opportunity to maybe find some big damage there. This is going to be weird because Hero's going to have, like, just a few more Stalkers maybe than Rogue is expecting at this timing. Oh, no, Hero, no. Why? Why did the Oracle go that way? To get to the other die. Because it died. Haha. That was the highest energy oracle I think he had, and he did not use energy recharge with this. So he's got, like, no energy for stuff. He also doesn't revelate all of the creep tumors here. Very, very awkward. Nice split on the Lings against the Stasis Ward. And now +1 melee is going to complete. I feel like this is Rogue's best opportunity to come back in this game after that early damage he suffered. Oh, nice blink away there from Hero. But these Stalkers are ultimately going to get taken down. They'll buy time, but now the Lings come back in. Oh, Oracle's not in a good position. He's going to lose one to the Spore. And Queens are starting to shoot away at this other Oracle. Oh, good target fire from the Queens. It's a little bit late, so he only gets one of the two Stalkers, but he still gets one of them. Yeah, that was... well, actually, that went better for Hero than I expected. And now Hero is up to 6 gates. He's almost got charge in +1, 3 more gateways in production. The fact that he didn't kill this one creep tumor with the Revelation is really painful for Hero. But losing the second Oracle, also super painful. +2 melee and Hydro speed in production. Hero finally using that energy recharge, I think. Yeah. Juicing up that Oracle a little bit more. Stasis Ward's being produced. Lings coming in in very large numbers. Stasis Ward will connect. Not on a crazy number of Lings. However, this 4th base is in big jeopardy. The supplies are really low for Rogue right now. Hero's supply is just ballooning. Oh, nice Stasis Ward covering a couple of those very low HP Stalkers. And Rogue is just going to tap out. Hero just kind of... That didn't even feel like Hero... I don't even know how to describe that one, because he didn't win that game normally. That felt like we watched... like someone die to pinpricks. And then like that... they like fought back with some like nice punches. And then like slowly but surely the poison on those pinpricks like paralyzed him, and then he fell over. That felt like an anime moment. Death by paper cuts? Yeah, but like the paper had poison on it. Cyril has a lot of customs though, Thorn. Like a ton of customs. I don't know what the number is, but I know he plays customs way more than ladder. Like way more than ladder. Whispers of Gold is only good if you're like very, very good in early games EVP. Who is he playing against? Hero? He's playing against Rogue. Or unless you mean who is Rogue playing against, and he's playing against Hero. It's funny because regardless of how I answer that question, I'm answering it both ways. Have these guys played before? That is a good question, Roger Stays Creative. That is a very good question. I'm sure that they have, but it's been a while. And I actually don't know if they've played that many times since Rogue has come back from military. Apparently they have quite a few times, actually. 6 times since 2022. Well, since Rogue came back. And actually 3 times already just this month. Hero has won every single meeting that they've had. God damn. Since oh my god. Hero's actually... Oh my god, Hero's got a crazy win streak against Rogue right now. Even dating back to before Rogue went to the military. The last time Rogue won a competitive series versus Hero was 2021. 3 years ago. Double Adept arrives so fast? It sure does. It sure does. Oh, Rogue going for an extractor trick. What we doing? All right, here we go. Spawning up at the top right. It is Rogue. Is it going to be an extractor trick 15 hatch? Oh, yeah, it is. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom left. It is Weibo Gaming's Hero. In the red. And Hero wanted to go for the hatch block here. I think. Yeah, looking at this timing. He wanted this hatch block, but It is not an option. Against the Extractor took 15 hatch, you just can't. Reddit says Protoss is weak. I disagree. Protoss is kind of good now. I think Protoss is, especially in this matchup, I think Protoss is extremely strong. In PvT, I think Protoss is very serviceable. I think that in PvT, the better player will win the majority of the time. But I think it is very difficult to deal with, like, tank pushes, for sure. But it is definitely not impossible. But I do think in TVP specifically, like, early game is huge. It's gigantic. Yeah. Protoss does have weak points during the game, but late game, they steamroll Zerg. The thing is, all the races should have points where they're slightly weaker or slightly stronger. I wouldn't say they necessarily steamroll Zerg in the late game, but I think that the power is quite a bit higher for Protoss in the late game. Hero is going to be going for a Twilight Council. Very interesting. Oliveira got some nice tank pushes. Oliveira just in general is a fearsome player. Bracket is updated. Hey, thank you very much, Poriforion. Sheesh. For some reason, it doesn't... Oh, what? Oh, my goodness. Okay, we got a 4-gate Glaives with a proxied gate. Oh, that's sexy. Look at this timing. Look at this timing with... by skipping the Robo. How fast can he have this Glaives done by? 4:30 is normally the first timing for the Warp In. Oh, wow. He's actually building 5 gates? Is he going to go up to 6? This is very cool. And if Rogue doesn't identify what's going on and build a Roach Warren, like, very, very soon, and he's building a safety Spore. Oh, that's really bad for Rogue if he lets that Spore finish. And he's going to. Now the Roach Warren comes down. Ooh, it's a full wall for Hero. There's the first Warp In aggressively. God, Glaives is done so early. This timing is nuts out of Hero. Look at that, 4:16 and it's done. Yeah, you shade forward. You surely take this fight. Lane count is super low, and obviously those are a favored enemy of the Glaive Adepts. Nice stutter step here from Hero. 5 more Adepts warping in. The chaos has already begun. This is going to take a... Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was going to say, this is going to take a miracle, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a GG. Damn. Hero, absolutely cooking. That is about as fast of a victory as you can get at the pro level. That is about as fast and dirty as you can get it. Is there any way to not die to this? Yeah. But that was not pretty, it's fair to say. that Katowice Mass Adept versus Herald. Well, this was even sharper than that. This was 15 seconds faster than that Glaive Adept timing. That build cooked. 416. Shading into your opponent's natural with 7 Glaive Adepts. I legit think the... yeah, I think you have to see the gateway. Like, that is so strong. Walling the natural with buildings can help, but you need to... I think you just need to find the gateway, honestly. All right, here we go. Spawning down on the bottom left, it is Weibo Gaming's Hero. And his opponent spawning up at the top right, it is Rogue in the blue. God, that was such a sick, nasty build. That was so fast. Hero got that rolling so quickly. Must be super frustrating to play against. Yeah. Yep. It's going to be a 15 hatch out of Rogue. 15 hatch, but no extractor trick 15 hatch, or no extractor trick 15 hatch, no extractor trick 15 overlord 15 hatch. Rogue can never get his macro going. That's Hero's superpower, is he is a disruptor. He is so good at getting in and just mucking about with his opponent. Interfering with them. Oh, the draw! Oh, okay, that was sick from Rogue. That was sick. Boxes in the probe. Hero, nowhere to... He could have mineral walked here, but he would have had to go through these drones. That was pretty sick from Rogue. Very nicely done. That is a really nice little catch after 2 rough games. Hero brings people down to his level and beats them with experience. I wouldn't even say that. I would say it's like... I mean, it's not even brings him down to his level. It's more like brings the game, because Hero is extremely high level. And even a lot of his build timings are really fast. But he definitely flourishes when the game gets messy. Some of it is mind games. Yeah, absolutely. Is it going to be a Chrono Boost on the Stalker? And a Warp Gate first. Is he going to open up Glaives again? No, it looks like it's going to be Stargate. Okay. Oh, man, but this is a sick mind game here. Opening up Warp Gate and then... and Stalker, while actually going for the Stargate, you might actually get Rogue to skip Spore. Oh, and you can see Rogue. I don't know if you guys just saw it on the minimap. You could track his vision. Shift-click to this Overlord through. He's like, I want to find out what's going on. The thing is, it's going to take a while for this Overlord to actually get across. Now we'll see if Rogue builds that Spore. I'm really curious how a player like Cyril would have approached that previous Glaive Adept play, because that looked ruthless. Absolutely no ruth whatsoever. Rogue is going to reveal, or pardon me, Hero is going to reveal the Oracle, which is a shame, because he's actually kind of bamboozled a little bit. I don't hate killing the Overlord. It's just... I like the other options of what you can do with this instead. You don't get to play your game, you play mine. Yeah. That's the better way of putting it. I think that's the best way of putting it. Yeah, for me, it's strange that that people are critical of someone like Hero's like... oh, wow. That actually got the drone. Damn. I did not think oracles had that range. Nice micro there from Hero. Managed to find 2 drones. Ooh, this time we are going to see Lings prepared for this. He did get an active tomb. Or did he drop a revelation? I think he might have. No Twilight Council. 3 more gates. Oh my god! The mind games continue! Yo, Hero came to play today. +1 air weapons to boot. Oh my god. This is straight filthy. Oh, Hero overstaying a little bit with the Oracle. Oh, but he does get away. I think you just recall it. No, he's just going to be able to fly out. Okay, well, I mean, there was enough room. I think if a Queen had gone here, I actually don't know if that would have reached the Oracle. I think it would have gotten maybe 1 shot. He gets the 3rd drone, and as long as you keep the Oracle alive, you're chilling. Now, surely this is going to be... with the +1 air this fast, I feel like it's got to be carriers. He doesn't really have the money for 2 carriers here. There we go. Yeah, carrier number 1. And going to be carrier number 2. Ooh, that's a nice jump on top of these 2 adepts. We'll find those. +1 melee going to complete in a moment. There's no shield battery at the 3rd. That's very awkward for Hero, actually. These Lings have that +1 melee. They're going to be really well primed for this fight. Even with that force field helping out a lot to mitigate this. Oh my god, the Oracle survived on the other side of the map. Infestation Pit gets spotted. Rogue still doesn't know what's up, I don't think. Ooh, more Lings coming in. At this point, though, he suspects. He suspects something. Zealot's warping in at the natural. We got to see the Oracle's getting recalled. Does he lose this one? Yes, he does. Hero. That was so unnecessary. So unnecessary. Rogue is not going for a Spire, but going for the Hydra Den. I mean, maybe he doesn't know about the carriers yet. Okay, well, he does now. It's going to be on a couple Infestors? Microbial Shroud, perhaps? +1 air weapons is going to be done, and here's the benefit of getting that +1 air weapon so fast, is it's done as the first 2 carriers are fully loaded on interceptors, basically, and getting across the map. Yeah, this second carrier is going to... Man, interceptors actually build really fast now, don't they? Damn. Oh, look at that. Rogue's going to actually save the 1 set of creep, or the 1 set of debris. Microbial Shroud will actually be very handy here. Can he keep this 1 Spore alive? Carrier is actually soaking the shots from the Spore. I wonder if it's better for Hero that it doesn't hit the interceptors. Maybe? Because this Spore is trucked now. Oh my god, the interceptor's getting caught here. They're sticking around. On the other side of the map, Link's trying to get on hold position. Has he even killed a single... Okay, he's killed a lot of probes. Oh, and he's about to kill a lot more. Ling's actually getting into the natural. No shield battery at the natural is a big mistake as far as I'm concerned. Rogue is... Oh, that's Burrow. That's Burrow Dunzo. Very cute move. I didn't even realize he finished up Burrow. Nice probe pull here. Revelation comes in. Okay, there we go. Cannon in the 3rd. Revelation going to be off cooldown in a moment. Rogue doing a really, really good job with these Ling counterattacks. The first few didn't get a ton done, but they kind of softened the softened things up. And now, oh, more burrowed Lings in the main. Finally going to get cleaned up here. Oh, man, more probes going down at the 3rd. Rogue is really running circles around Hero in this game, number 3. Neural Parasite. There we go. Nice Zealot Warp in from Hero. Zerglings will be able to take a good fight here. Gonna be able to kill a couple of the Zealots, but the Zealots get themselves back into a nice little gap. Charge is getting close to completing. Hero doing a lot on 3 bases here, but Rogue, greedy as hell teching. Chitinous plating. Well, is it greedy as hell? I mean, it's fast. It's fast teching. He is on 5 bases and 78 drones. I feel like Ultras are really, really good in this situation. Ultra Infestor seems extremely strong right here. Because Hero doesn't even have a Robo. So he's not going to be getting Immortals. +2 ship weapons is going to be nullified by the chitinous plating. And then it's just Ultras with +1 Carapace against Interceptors. Adrenal Glands completing. Neural Parasite completing. We've already got 5 Infestors. Yeah, I feel like as long as Rogue doesn't massively screw up this fight, he is going to be able to easily destroy this entire army. He basically hard counters the whole army of Hero. Microbial Shroud is going to land. Where are the Neural Parasites? Oh, well, you see... Man, look at how long it's going to take to kill these queens with the... with the Microbial Shroud. 2 of the carriers getting grabbed and pulled in to the Spore Queen. I'm actually surprised we don't see the Infestors going for more Neurals here. There's like 2 more Neurals available at least. He should be able to get all of these carriers. Zealot's trying to get through here, but not going to be able to do so. Actually, we're going to see Queens chasing down one of the carriers. 1 HP. Oh, he's going to get 2 of the carriers. Yeah, this is an easy dub for Rogue here. And he didn't even use all of the spell casting he could have. Meanwhile, Ultralisk on the other side. Rogue wins that game about as hard as you possibly can. Clustering under the Shroud. Microbia is the useless Zerg spell, right? I don't think anyone's said it's useless. Actually, no, that's not true. A lot of people have said it's useless. It's very niche. And that was the niche where it is so good. So incredibly good. Sticky needy units is a good change. Yeah, it did get buffed heavily. An orange reticle for Storm. The thing is, storming queens is just so garbage. So bad. And it was pretty useless for a while in most normal games. This was a game where it really shone. The thing is even if queens are your anti-air, it's fine even if Storm is on the field. Because Storm, like, really doesn't kill queens. 1, they're huge. Which means that you're only storming, at best, like 4 queens. Maybe 5 or 6 if they really clump perfectly in the storms. 2, they have 175 HP and transfuse, which means even if you don't transfuse them, they already survive more than 2 full storms. And if you do transfuse them, they survive like 3, potentially even 4 or 5 storms, depending on how much transfuse you have. You are much better suited to feedbacking the queens. Even though you won't do a ton of damage, at least you do some damage. Probably more than the storm, depending on the amount of energy. But yeah, that was beautiful for Rogue. Hero was always planning to go for a big 3-base timing. All right, here we go. Spawning down on the bottom left for Weibo Gaming, it is Hero. And his opponent spawning up at the top left, it is Rogue. In the blue. It doesn't do damage equals useless. It's a tale from players as old as time. No, I think players definitely recognize the power of Microbial Shroud. It's just that until this version of the spell, where it sticks on the units for a little while afterwards, and for even before that, even with that, it's still a relatively niche spell. Although you can find uses for it for sure. But yeah, before it used to more or less just be a storm here button. This time, Hero does get the hatch block once again. That was a really nice turnaround game for Rogue, for sure. King's Cove, big map. But yeah, that was still a strong timing out of Hero. It's just that Rogue caught wind of it very early on, got a bunch of damage done with the Burrowed Lings, and then went for about the hardest counter that you possibly can, which is Chitinous Plating Ultras, Neural Parasite, Microbial Shroud, bunch of Queens, Adrenal Glands Lings, and Burrow. Like, everything Rogue had was perfectly designed to counter everything that Hero had. And that's why you saw a fight where, you know, two pretty even supply armies. One of them disappeared, and it looked like the other one took, like, no damage, basically. Oh, is Rogue going to try and slip across the map with these units? These two Lings? Oh, no, looks like he's just faking it, maybe? Roast pork to prep. Roast pork sounds pretty good. Oh, Adept actually shades forward. Oh my god, it slips out. Rogue attacked his own drone for a moment there, and he loses it. Obviously, it wasn't attacking it that lost it. It was... Damn. Hero actually gets in, kills the drone, slips out of what looks like a full surround, and gets out. Only Hero's Adepts can do that. I do think one of the most important things for Protoss players to do in this matchup is be unpredictable as to what you're going to do with your Adepts. What happened with casting BBB? Oh, I just had plans in the... I just had plans. Is that what you mean? Like I casted it. I casted it up to winner bracket semis. Plan equals sexy time. Actually, no, it was an escape room. It was an escape room. It was super fun. We did indeed catch the serial killer. No, we didn't actually catch the serial killer, but we saved his victim. You needed... So it was an hour-long escape room. You needed to do it in half an hour to get the, like, best air quotes ending. And we did it in 43 minutes. And we were 89th percentile. Like, we were faster than 89... Or I guess that's 90th percentile. We were faster than 89% of groups that did it. And the fastest group to have done it this month did it in 33 minutes, which is insanely fast. The puzzles were, like, very solvable, but they were not easy. And I do have 100% win... I'm jinxing it now. 100% success rate in escape rooms that I've done. And I think I've done, like... This is at least my 5th escape room. I think 6th or 7th even. And with, like, different groups of people, too. I love escape rooms. They're one of my favorite, like, kind of niche activities. We do see Rogue. He did build the Roach War in this game. He does have the layer on the way. It is going to be Charge Lot Archon out of Hero. I think he wants to go for a big kill. Rogue did build an extra Spore here, as you can see. Oh, cute little Stasis Ward. Oh, Rogue almost got caught with a bunch of drones there. Okay, that was a little bit optimistic from Hero. Getting the first Stasis... Oh my god, the Queens. Oh, please stop. You idiots. Get out of... There we go. They got out of each other's way, finally. Talking about small sample sets. Oh, it's definitely small sample sets. For sure. But it's fun. All right, War Prism, +1 charge. It's going to be 9 gates. 9 gates online. Will Rogue be able to see this coming? He's, of course, got the tools he needs to defend. Didn't go straight into a Hydra Den. Skipping the Roach Warren. He's already got Roach Speed halfway done. Oh, Zerglings. They run into a little bit of an unpleasant surprise, but not the worst thing in the world. As, oh, that's kind of cute. Oracle's trying to intercept, but Rogue with a very quick response. Now, I think it's going to be very difficult for Rogue to defend this fourth base. Oh, +1 armor comes in instead of +2 attack. Ooh, Queen's at the front line. They're going to be able to transfuse. Of course, they got a lot of HP. And the Archon Splash is less effective because they're so big. Stasis Ward. Okay, actually, good pullback there. Transfuses have been all used up, but the Zealot count is getting it chipped away. More Zealots warping in, but the Roach count is definitely big enough. Adepts actually do manage to shade past into the natural expansion. Meanwhile, Roach is finding, I think, both Archons, perhaps. Zealots. Wait, somehow the Adepts actually shaded into the main. Nice job from Hero. Oh, man, he actually managed to optimize the Adept target fire, like, perfectly there. Gets the 9th drone. Still, Rogue holds. He holds the 4th base. And he's got +1 missile done. He's going into Hydras. No Hydra speed yet, but Hydra range is nearly done. It is a very fast upgrade. Hydra speed takes a little bit longer. Storm coming in behind this for Hero. No energy recharge has been used. Ooh, this Zealot drop in the natural will be able to force these units of Rogue back at least a little bit. Look at that target fire on top of the Hydra. But not going to be able to get it. Rogue trying to go after the drones themselves. Gets 5 of them. Storm getting very close to completing. Oh, I like the reposition on the Spore. All 3 Oracles are still alive, by the way. Oh, and we actually see double Forge coming in out of Hero. Psystorm now completed. Energy recharge is available. There's a lot of Immortals here and a lot of Storms available as well. That was a decent Storm on the Roaches. Zealots. Oh, it might have been better if they had just continued fighting that group of Roaches instead of kind of F2 pseudo-kiting. That was a really good concave from Rogue, by the way. Also, Warp Prism did get taken down on the other side of the map. Ooh, that's big. Really nice setup. Look at this concave, man. Rogue does not want to go down. He does not want to go down in this series. 2 more drones do get picked off. Rogue is pretty all in. Roach Hydra is not a composition that transitions well. This is a great split on these units, by the way. Zealots, will try and run by into the natural. They will be able to grab a couple of Roaches. Nice positioning right there from Rogue to buy time. Love to see a Ravager Morph. Ravager Morph. Oh, we could have stopped these Roaches or Zealots from getting through. But it looks like Hero is actually not paying attention. 2-2 getting very close to completing here for Hero. We got 6 Dropper Lords being produced. Oh. God, that is going to be a big Doom drop into the natural. How many cannons do we have in the natural? Very few. Rogue, though. Oh, okay. He does move these units away. Hero. Where are the forges? Okay, they should complete their upgrades. Dropper Lords are coming in. Does this force a recall? No, but there's another Immortal ready to go. +2 weapons will complete for Hero. I think Hero's got enough to defend. Yeah, just with the Zealots. And that's a lot of supply Rogue just lost. Gaining very little value, to be perfectly frank. And all of a sudden, the supplies are now in the favor of Hero. Yeah, Rogue threw away so much and gained not much at all. Storms are out in huge numbers. 2-2 is done. That first storm is big. It's juicy. Love the Stasis Ward behind this as well. Is there a Warp Prism somewhere on the map? The answer is no. So that's a long... That's the biggest thing for Hero right now, is that there's no Prism. Oh, but those storms are good. Oh, one of the High Templar does get taken down, but there's so many storms available. Rogue is running out of room to kite. He needs to kite to the right, but the Zealots are trying to close in on top of him as well as the Immortals. There's so many Immortals here. And Hero getting monster storms. He's still got some left over. Rogue knows there's nothing he can do. And Hero survives, takes this one down, and gets the dub. Rogue. There's a really nice concave at the bottom of that ramp. But, yeah, not a whole lot you can do. All right, that is going to do it for me. That looked really good for Rogue. You think so, but Storm is really good against the Layer Tech army. Really good against the Layer Tech army. Were the first Storms actually good? First ones were cool. Were pretty good, pretty good. Like, the very first one hit, like, I don't know, 8 or 10 Zerg units. And he only used one. Rogue needed lurkers to deal with that army, I think. But even then, there's so many Immortals. It's unpleasant. Hero played really well. All right, that's going to do it for me. We're going to... Who are we going to raid? Ghostbusters. Yeah, Roach Hydra falls off super, super hard. I think maybe we'll raid Babylings. Yeah, I think so. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thank you very much for tuning in. I will pay out the channel points bet. I'm going to run 1 minute of ads. And I will be back. I'll be back at some point. Not sure. I've been meaning to catch up on Masters Coliseum. I will likely do that soon. TM. All right. Bye-bye. Well, we're running one. At some point. Definitely on Monday. For sure. All right. Babylings. There we go. Do, 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 do.